The hallway was silent, unnervingly silent, and a crash echoed from classroom 4B. Papers flew. A chair skidded, and then came the laughter. That cold, taunting laughter only kids who never face consequences can produce. It was Ms. Rivera's first week teaching at Cresthaven Middle School, and already the school's notorious trio Vina and Mason had decided she was their new target. But none of them expected what would happen in the next 60 seconds, or that the school's CEO would step in after hearing just 5 heartbreaking words. "Sir, my mommy's crying in the bathroom." The first breaking piece. Rivera had survived worse. She grew up in rough neighborhoods, worked 2 jobs through college, and believed teaching was her calling. She entered the classroom with kindness, patience, and hope. But hope was hard to hold on to when the boys threw her lesson plan in the trash, unplugged her laptop mid-presentation, and mocked her accent. Still, she pushed through each day with a smile, a trembling, fragile smile, but a smile nonetheless. The breaking point came on Thursday. She arrived early, decorated the room with colorful charts, and prepared an activity she believed would finally engage them. But the trio walked in. Smirking, "Look, she actually tried." Mason snickered. Ripping a poster, Troy kicked her desk. Evan knocked her coffee onto the floor. She froze. The whole class froze. Her throat tightened. She quietly whispered, "Please stop." They laughed. For the first time, her smile cracked. The bathroom doohor at lunch. Ms. Rivera locked herself in a bathroom stall, holding back sobs. A week, just 1 weekend, she was already wondering if she'd made a mistake, if maybe she just wasn't strong enough. She didn't know anyone hurt her, but someone did it. Small girl, Levi Avon's little sister. Ava had always watched her brother act tough, thinking he was trying to impress Franz, but lately, his cruelty was getting worse. And today she saw something she couldn't ignore. She ran down the hall, tears in her eyes, and nearly collided with a tall man in a navy suit. "Woes, low down. Are you okay?" he asked gently. Ava recognized him instantly. Everyone did. Mr. Lane, CEO of Cresthaven Schools. A man, powerful enough to change everything with one decision. Ava sniffed lead. Her voice shook. "Sir, my mommy's crying in the bathroom." He blinked. "Your mother is here." "No, I mean..." She looked down. "Ms. Rivera, she feels like my mommy sometimes. And she's crying." That was all he needed. He followed Ava straight to the bathroom door. The 60-second turnaround. "Ms. Rivera." His voice echoed gently through the door. No answer. "It's Mr. Lane. I'm here to help." The lock clicked. The door opened just an inch. She quickly wiped her eyes. "I'm sorry, please, give me a moment." But he shook his head. "No teacher in my school should cry alone." His tone softened. "I saw the incident report from yesterday, and the day before. Sit with me for a minute." Inside the staff lounge, she recounted everything. Every insult, every threat, every humiliation. And as she spoke, something in him changed. He wasn't just a CEO anymore. He was a father, a former teacher himself, a man who believed schools should be sanctuaries. He stood and said, "Only one sentence. I'll handle this." Right now, the CIO and Efferoni TITO and he walked into 4B during the last period. Unannounced. The trio froze immediately. Everyone did. No one messed with the CEO. "Evan, Troy. Mason," he said calmly. "Stand up." They exchanged nervous glances. "We didn't do anything," Evan muttered. Mr. Lane tapped his tablet. "Security footage, audio, witness reports, everything." The blood drained from their faces. "You have 60 seconds, he said, "to decide whether you want to fix what you broke, or deal with consequences I promise you won't enjoy." They gulped. The room was dead silent. 10 seconds passed, 20, at 30 seconds. Their confidence shattered. At 48 seconds, they broke. "We're sorry," Mason blurted. "We didn't know she'd cry," Troy whispered. "She's actually a good teacher," Evan added, voice trembling. "We were just being stupid." Mr. Lane nodded, but his expression didn't soften. "Didn't hurt her because you're stupid. You hurt her because you're scared of looking weak by being kind." Then he pointed to the hallway. "Go. Apologize properly." The unexpected AP. Rivera was sitting alone at her desk when they approached her. "Shaking. Ms. Rivera," Evan said, voice cracking. We're really sorry for what we did." She looked up, surprised. Mason stepped forward, eyes watery. "My sister, Ava, she told us you helped her with reading during recess. She said you're the first teacher to make her feel smart." Troy swallowed hard. "And I saw you crying. I didn't want that. I'm sorry." For a moment she didn't speak. Then she stood, her voice steady but warm. "I forgive you. But I need something from you, too." They nodded quickly. "Anything. I need you to try. Not for me, for yourselves." And for the first time, they agreed without rolling their eyes. The real change over the next weeks, something unbelievable happened. The trio didn't just behave, they participated, helped, improved. Evan started writing poetry. Troy became the class tech helper. Once the loudest troublemaker, became fiercely protective of younger students, including his sister, and Ms. Rivera. She smiled again, a real smile this time, one that reached her eyes. Mr. Lane visited often, not to enforce rules, but to witness the change he'd sparked. He pulled Ms. Rivera aside one afternoon. "You know," he said softly, You didn't stay because I stepped in. You stayed because you're stronger than you think." She nodded, eyes warm. "And because I have students who need me." The message that the bullies didn't transform overnight. No one ever does. But one act of courage, one brave little girl, one compassionate leader, one hopeful teacher sparked a ripple that turned fear into understanding, cruelty into accountability, shame into growth. And in the end, Ms. Rivera learned something powerful. Sometimes the strongest people are those who keep showing up, even when the world tries to break them. And sometimes, all it takes is one person willing to walk toward the sound of someone crying, instead of away from it.